Okay, this is Yaxdude754, and we're back with Duke Nukem 64. Episode 2, Level 3, Warp Factor. And nothing is happening. Because we have to use this thing. Because this is Duke Nukem 64, we gotta use it. And it's the same peekaboo game with the sentry drones. And, yeah. I want to make sure that those pipe bombs are out of harm's way. And, yeah. And Warp Factor is a very special level, because we do get to see some new things. And of course, we can always do this. Close the door. And go over here. I'm gonna take my grenade launcher. I shouldn't have done that. Let's deal with that guy. And why to waste any ammo? Because we do get some heavy-duty stuff from this map. We do get a new ammo type for our shotgun. And also, while we do get new ammo types, we got also ladies to be saved. Be careful because you can actually get squished here, so you don't want to get you don't want to hang around there for too long. And in this version, for whatever reason, we actually do have 4 secrets. So I think it is just the matter of tagging the secrets. And for example, I don't remember seeing this on PC. Because it's funny that we have a portable medkit over here, and then we have the second portable medkit over here. And I believe that this place actually had freeze thrower on PC, and this secret that didn't even exist. So, and because the PC version and Duke Nukem and Total Meltdown versions have only 2 secrets. But in here we do the same thing, get your crosshairs into that corner, stay down, and yeah. No need to take damage. And then we can go over here to trigger some spawning assault troopers. And no survivors, please. And you can also take these or this laser trip bomb. But be careful because you can get squished. And I think there should be another instance of respawning assault troopers. And with this we can have 200 health and a blue key. But this area doesn't really have anything in it, so no point hanging around here anymore. And good morning, enforcers. Yes, that's nice. And now we can proceed to deal with this area. Whoops. Well, that's one way of doing it. And no shrinker, but we do get dum-dums. Let's see, I don't even have dum-dums. So these are actually the first dum-dums of the episode, because I spent a good deal of dum-dums when dealing with those Battlelords. I mean, the Battlelord of the first episode, of the boss. And then we have the first Assault Commander. So Assault Commanders do actually make a sound this time around, unlike they did in Duke Nukem and Total Meltdown. They didn't make any sounds whatsoever, so now they have a little bit more character. And there we go. And this is as far as we're obviously going to be able to go over here, so because we don't have the yellow key, but with the blue key we can go over here. And no slide doors, only split doors. And yeah, Peekaboo Duke versus Sentry Drones Peekaboo Edition 2. Oh my god. Yes. Oh. Alright, that's all. And this is where grenade launcher was completely made for this. Completely made for this situation. And missiles. But this is also where you have to be careful with your grenade launcher. How on earth did he survive? And this is where we do the this thing again, so no need to waste ammo. And even more dum-dums. Yeah, that's rare. Oh, actually there weren't any enforcers. But there is a sentry drone, so no need to take damage. And I believe there is actually another sentry drone, and we can also fire a grenade through the wall, so we can take out the assault troopers that way. Mr. Bouncy One, would you mind? Really? Wow. And an expander crystal in case you somehow missed the one in the previous level. And the yellow key. And as usual, like it was in case of Nukem Total Meltdown / the PC version, you can also, at this point when you take the key, you can just, hitch the ride back to the previous station, so you can just, say, okay, I'm not taking the full challenge mode, and I can just, raise the white flag and, go home, but we're not doing that. So there's a sentry drone around the corner, and God, yeah, he was too fast. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of sentry drones. I like them. Actually, I'm not gonna take these. And as it was in case of Duke Nukem Total Meltdown, you know what's gonna come next. There is that Mini Battlelord. And we do get plenty of spawning enforcers around here, so... And I believe that there could be this one nasty sentry drone on our way back, so where we want to use that and hug this left wall, hopefully. Where he is at. You just didn't do that. But yeah. I'm gonna actually leave this atomic health for later. But yeah, sentry drones are funny. I love sentry drones. They're just funny. And even like a lot of people hate them, but I love them. And speaking of sentry drones, Jesus Christ. Hey. God. Okay, so they died. Wow. I'm amazed. Because usually in the original Duke Nukem 64, the sentry drones, they shouldn't be able to evade the grenades. Because actually with the grenade launcher, it is fairly easy to take care of sentry drones. But I recall that they were able to dodge missiles, however. But yeah. This is where we go to meet the first Mini Battlelord. And this is where our, missile launcher comes handy. And let's see where he's at. And As you probably, for those who have been watching the Duke Nukem Total Meltdown Let's Play, probably remember that the Mini Battlelord, the minute that I came, he was like literally behind the door, but here on Nintendo 64 and the PC version, the code base is obviously based on the PC version. So obviously PC dudes, they did a little bit better job with the code, so you don't really have to worry about, Empire State building Mini Battlelords, Empire State building sized Mini Battlelords, and there he is. And as we can see, also his grenades produce somewhat more spectacular results. And yeah, that's how our missile launcher works. It's a pretty powerful weapon. It fires somewhat at a slower rate than the RPG, but it's a pretty decent one too. And when you play multiplayer, I think this place also used to have an expander crystal, I think. And here we do have more missiles. And let's turn on the night vision goggles so we can see those evil sentry drones lurking in the dark. Alright, let's... Oh. And this is where I will probably use some manual grenades / pipe bombs. I don't want that. And of course, that will always trigger the same secret as it did on PC, so we're gonna check that out in a minute. But in the meanwhile, I think it would be safe to say that we want to first make sure that there are no unnecessary sentry drones and more plasma packs. And I believe that we will be probably using the plasma cannon a little bit later on, but if you pay attention, you can see this, which actually doesn't exist in any of the other versions, so use this and you'll get steroids. It's a little bit trivial, but yeah. Use this to get the awesome view into the black skybox. And of course use this, and in this version we have also the benefit of launching grenades, but be careful because that is a timed door, so, and it can be a little bit dangerous. We want to close that, and we can drop down here. Use this, hug these walls just to be safe and make sure that all those unnecessary sentry drones might actually collide with the walls, and just like that. So it's all ammo saving. No need to waste any ammo, and I believe that there probably could be a second enforcer around here. Guess not, but certainly there should be a few more on our way back. Perhaps around this area. I'm quite sure that there should be at least one or two. Wow, nobody. I'm amazed. Or maybe did they reduce the monster count? To be honest, I don't even know. But what I do know is that we get these. Yes. Watch closely that printed message on top of the screen. Explosive shotgun shells. And this is a very real deal. These things, I'm not gonna use them in this map, but I'm quite sure that I will be using them in the next map. These are friggin' killers. And I swear to God that if anybody ever got, to use one of these in a Duke match game, in a local Duke match game, and it's like, this is like a one-hit kill basically. It's like, and these are not necessarily as powerful as I would say perhaps like a direct missile launcher hit, but these are pretty powerful still. And I would say that probably they will take, I would say, an assault commander with like something like 3 shots, which is actually pretty decent. And not to mention that the hordes of small enemies are literally going to be vaporized before your eyes. And these are like some heavy-duty stuff, and we're going to be needing them. And in the next map, I can be pretty certain that I can use these in the next map. And the best part is that we're going to get even more of these in the next map. But right, let's get going. So now we have to get that secret. So, god damn it, shouldn't be that fast. And it's the same thing over here, so nothing really different in here. And of course, in this version, Duke actually doesn't have the new one-liners, but or you know, in case of Duke Nukem 64, they didn't record the one-liner for this particular sequence apparently. But what we can do at this point is that we can always use one of these, and maybe we could use a few pipe bombs. And the fun fact about using multiple pipe bombs in the original Duke Nukem 64 was that you could actually throw a maximum of 5 pipe bombs. And actually that seems to be the case here too. Little did I know. But of course it's the same trap. The minute that you enter this room, there will be some spawning enemies. So what we want to do is quickly walk across, close the door, and actually that didn't really do as much damage as I would have hoped. Because yeah. Alright, 43 pipe bombs, that's actually pretty good. And use this to get the secret missile launcher, and it's the really ready room. And yes, this is an interesting little technical thing, because when you look at this, that is actually an expander weapon. You actually cannot, to my understanding, place an expander that would give you only exclusively expander rounds. So what we want to do is that we take our expander and we get 10 rounds for that. So it's like, usually when you play on PC, you get only shrinker rounds when you pick up an, you know, shrinker slash expander. So nice little trivial difference there. But I think our time around Warp Factory is probably coming to an end. But first, we need to make sure that there are no survivors. Oh, these guys actually were apparently spawned in here. Jesus. Because of the secret. So I apparently forgot that the secret was probably the reason why these guys actually got spawned in. And in here, I don't think we actually had pipe bombs on PC, so that's an interesting difference. But yeah, the more you know. And I'm gonna go and do that mandatory final hoarding thing again, so we still have some enemies remaining, such as those few enforcers hanging around the nuke button area, but I'm gonna get those 2 atomic health, and hopefully I can get some grenades too. This area probably doesn't have anything in it, not anymore. So let's get these things. And certainly let's hope that we're not taking any damage when we're dealing with those enforcers. And I'm afraid I must use some pipe bombs. But then again, that's why they are here for, so that they can be used. But I'm gonna check that one grenade launcher thing over here, and then we're leaving. I'm not sure if yeah, that's all we're getting. Okay, now it's time to start wrapping things up. And as usual, don't just walk across quickly. And the fun fact about this atomic health is the fact that for whatever reason, it's like that you can actually see when you look at the auto map. It's the slow edition of auto map, but this the center of the map basically. In here we should have 2 atomic health on those, rotating sectors. But the problem is that they keep falling off. Because you can actually see them through a window near the start, which would be on the right side of these, where you can actually see that little bit of a sector over sector thing going on. So, oh geez, why the hell did I do that for? But anyways, they just keep falling off for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but you can't really get them, even you can't really see them. And also the fact that you also need a jetpack to get them, and if you fall between those sectors, it's a certain death. So, but yeah, with that, we're all done with Warp Factor. Yeah, there it is, episode 2, level 3, Warp Factor. I spent plenty of time around here, and of course, I was kind of surprised at how many differences there really were, and the most notable difference probably that you can also notice is the fact that we have twice as many secrets here. So the one near the start with the portable medkit was a new secret. I believe on PC that actually was not tagged as a secret area, and I believe that it probably had did it have something like freeze thrower in it, maybe? And of course, what was the other secret? Let me think. Oh yes, of course, it was the secret with the explosive shotgun shells. But mostly it's the same good old warp factor. And of course, center drones, and stuff. But as I said, I'm a huge fan of center drones because they are funny. But I still think that, it's pretty much the same as it was on PC, but with the exception that we obviously got new additions to our arsenal. Once again, explosive shotgun shells. Well, I didn't really show them over here, and I haven't actually shown plasma cannon even yet. But there will be, I believe that there could be an opportunity in the next map where I could actually show a plasma cannon and explosive shotgun shells. I tried to do that around Fusion Station because Fusion Station is not really my favorite map, and there is actually this one part in the map where I could certainly use some heavy-duty stuff, which would be when I would be entering that later half of the map. And also the exit room, I believe I could be using a plasma cannon there, so... But of course, this time we also got, to see the Mini Battlelord. So Mini Battlelord, he's a lot better than he was in Duke Nukem Total Meltdown. Instead of being that, Empire State Building, pixelated, badly coded dude that, can just, walk off a building and fall into an underwater sector and die. So it's that's what happens when you don't do the code. But in this case, it was the same Mini Battlelord as it was on PC, and nothing really new in that department. So we will definitely be seeing those dudes in the future as well. And yeah. So, and of course we had that steroid secret, which actually wasn't really a secret, because making it a secret would not have actually been possible, because let's say that you would walk over that whatever like thing it is, that sprite thing. If you walk over it, and if there's a sector underneath that it is marked as a secret, it will be tagged as a secret whether you are not, I mean, let's say that you're not like even physically on that sector, like you're not physically touching that sector, it will be tagged as a secret anyways, so it was a non-secret area. But anyways, I think that's everything about Warp Factor. It's a very enjoyable map for me. I like this one. Even it is kind of like a little bit more of a straightforward, kind of like, you know, a little bit of a tube of a map, but, you know, for me, it's always a fun map. And of course, the Star Trek references, which I probably forgot to mention over here, but then again, that's not really the point of this LP. This LP is a little bit different than Duke Nukem Total Meltdown is, because I'm trying to focus on, you know, pointing out individual differences and, you know, just trying to make it like a little bit more of a Duke 64 kind of LP rather than, you know, making it like a generic Duke Nukem, you know, 3D walkthrough. But anyways, that would be all. So next time we're going to be taking on episode 2 level 4 Fusion Station. So I hope you have enjoyed this. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you around.